Howdy, quick. Howdy, bump, howdy. I think we're good. Hey, what's up, Society? Let's do some more racing Lagoon, dude. Always looking forward to it, man. So let's just jump into it, man. I'm looking forward to it. It is the last night. Yeah, it's the last night. At least that's what they report. They could always lie. They could always say bonus last night or last night. Who knows? But it seems like we're getting near the end. It definitely feels like it for sure. We'll have to look around and see what's available to us, but they kind of implied that the Bay Lagoon Tower would be the end of it, or at least where we need to go for now. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Before I had, how would you say it? I was gonna look around a little bit, but I figured what I would do instead is I would just look around for now. I won't beat it tonight. But let's look around, let's see what other optional stuff we can do. Because I kind of figured there's going to be like a lot of optional scenes or whatnot. We'll do this as a warm-up. I switched off with the truck, by the way. I know the truck's kind of amazing, but... well, it's not like we can't win in the truck, but it's a little bit easier, right? Plus, this is iconic. Damn, that's a horrible power-weight ratio, dude. I've seen double-digit in my life like the bosses do. That's gotta be bad, right? Unless his top speed is really good or something. It's possible. But yeah, but we're gonna look around. I think I'm gonna take my time just doing all the like the side quests I can and whatnot, like all the unofficial races, and see what we can trouble get into. Oh, gotta get warmed up a little bit. And then maybe next time we'll try to beat it. Even then, you know, my estimation could be wrong. We could beat it tonight, or we might not beat it next time. But regardless, we'll see. I feel like next time though, we'll definitely like really push to do it and to beat it. But tonight, I'm thinking a little bit shorter. I'll wrap up like some of the other just cool stuff, because there's always a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of different areas, but at the same time, I think we're done in Hakone. We'll look around Hakone really quickly, see what's going on there. But it's so small of an area, and we've already done like all the UORs there, I believe. So we'll lay off of there. The highway we still have to do. I'll probably do that later, but in between or something, because that takes a long time to race on there. But we'll see. These are not too shabby, but I think we're good there. That's a SIL 14. Yep. We can take one of these though. Yeah. Let's take one of these ballots just in case we need it for some kind of condition race. Before I saw the bank on the last night, it said like 2 nights until my contract would be to fruition. But the problem is, I think now it's 1 night until fruition. I don't know how many more nights I really got, so I think I'm kind of screwed on my contract, but it's alright. I only lost like 10k RP going into it, so no biggie. And if I go to here, I can take a look at all the UORs, but I think I have to go back to all the locations to check in and see what I can unlock per se. Because there's no way all these are unknown, right? Unless I just missed them for whatever reason. The test course we wanted to go to, yeah. What about we try that? We can go over 1,000, but it'll be kind of tricky, because we can't be like overwhelmingly over 1,000. This one, I think we'll do this one off screen. This is a drag race. I don't know if I could do this one, honestly, but we'll do our best. That was just like having a low weight and the right type of engine, so it's gonna be kind of tricky. These ones, we're done with the Keihin ones. This one, ooh, yeah, this one we're just waiting on like a really bad engine, a 1300cc engine. Actually, that's the only one. Wow. So besides that one, which we might do off screen, and besides this one, which we'll probably do off screen, I actually only want to do the Bay Lagoon ones. That's kind of cool. Let's which will be 3 at the test course, 2 at Hamoku, and 3 at Bay Lagoon, or 4 at Bay Lagoon. So 4, and then 2, and then 3, depending on how it goes. We might try to do these a little bit, maybe. We'll see. Those seem, the drag race and the low power engine are kind of just like really long, or really like build intensive, so we'll see there. But so otherwise, we could kind of do some nice and flashy racing here. I'm in South. Yeah, it's been so long since I've been to South Yokohama. Didn't even recognize it. Oh no, this is North. That's why I really didn't recognize it. This is North Yokohama. Never have to go in the chicane. There'll be so many smoking hot babes. Here we go. I'll take it on. A little fun never hurt nobody. Something random happens here, right? Here we go. Oh, not quite. Oh, that's rough. It kinda whimpered out there a little bit. Okay, let's try it again. Try it again. The top card always gives me like lots of stuff, so... Oops. Oh, let's try it again. One more. With some passione this time. Hold up. One more. Yeah, you just have to go like really hard around the turns, right? Yeah, it's not really about the speed, it's just about like doing it like tight, that's all it is. Oh, I lied. What? I swear I figured this out like so much. I was like babying this, right? Like if I went like this. Oh, maybe they changed the rules. Before I swear like you could do it really lame and it would still like do it. Oh, maybe it's get close but don't touch the wall. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Oops, too wide there. I swear I had to figure it out super easily before. Uh-oh. What the? I swear it was like mad easy before. Uh-oh. Hold up. We need to get our dream girl here. There we go. What? It was that bad? Oh god. It's like really close but not touching the wall, right? It's not scraping it. What? I swear it wasn't... Oh, that was really bad. Oops. What? Oh, we don't need this, but... Yeah, last part's kind of easy. What? Oh, come on. It waned off there at the end? Oh no. One more. I figured this might be the last time we do it, right? So, let's try it. Oops. A little too much. Didn't get 5 Kasumis there. We're never getting DOA some at this rate. Hold up. There we go. Oh, there we go. Easy. He said after a save staying like 15 times. My heart is a flutter. There we go. Easy. He always gives us stuff, so I figure we could like give more, or at least it could be interesting. He's always sneaking out to go out here. No matter how many times I come here, I only ever catch a glimpse of you. Please accept this. Oh, I'd be happy if you used it. Decal Koha again. You was here? Which one is Koha? Wait a minute. Is there like some crazy reference? Or is this something I'm forgetting? Or it might be like a Japanese thing. It could be a Japanese thing. Decent chance of that. Koha! It's decal. I think before she just gave me decal as well, but... Curious. Tough boy. I think before she gave me this, these must be like references or something. I don't quite get it, but... Cool nonetheless. Those must be like some sort of weird like Japanese joke, I feel. That's very hard to translate, something like that. Alright, let's head over to south. Yokohama once more. There's not really too much more to do here, right? Did I do all of the... I did all the dirt course. I did not do the drag races. I don't think I can do the drag races right now. I figure it's kind of like difficult to do that with my current setup. I have almost gotten it. I've gotten like a best time of like 8.3 seconds or something on the drag race for the 800, but it's really tough. Whoa, this is a pretty formidable car, the 7FD280. I don't think I raced this. It's pretty strong for a regular encounter. No complaints. Let's see. I guess now they're gonna be throwing like the tough stuff at me, but it's interesting because it's near the end, so maybe these guys have like good drops too. I've still been trying to find like a good like turbocharger For supercharger, I haven't been able to find a good supercharger at all. Still stuck with like a medium one and a combo turbo supercharger kit, but like I've not found many of those. I might have to hunt for like Team 595 again, the wand gun, because they had like really good drops. I tried to look for them, but it was kind of tricky to find them. Or really annoying to do so. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe this guy will give me good stuff. D13T 280, 280 power, super high power ECU, plus power at all RPM. That could be kind of good actually. A Monza. Oh, it's not better than what I got though. I already have a door. Oh, minus 40 weight. That's really good. That's a substantial improvement actually. But the B13T, that seems... 2-rotor twin turbo. Do I have like a B12T? Hold up. I don't think I'll get this, but... I thought I had something kind of similar to this, so let's see. I don't think anything's gonna replace my super high level to V8 at this point, but still curious. I'm gonna think of something else. B13T new. Is that what I just got? Oh yeah, the B13T. Was I ever using this? I was using this for like some stuff. B13T... Wait, that's not what I got. Or was I looking at something else? Oh, 280, here we go. 279... Is that... Wait, the max power is 6500, ooh. Oh, the max power, this is like... Wow, 5,400 RPM. Oh, so if I want like really good top speed, then I get this. How interesting. 5,400 and 1254. It's also really light. Wow. Interesting. Actually, let's just mess around with that a little bit. Let's put some of the good stuff on there. Let's put our usual perpetrators here. Where's it at? Where's it at? Incompatible rotary. Oh, but I use the equivalent of it, right? What's the one for rotaries? There's an equivalent for rotaries that I have. Rotary engines. That seems kind of cool. Oh, I can't do this though, right? I can't do the bore up, right? That's not with rotary. Yeah, I see. That doesn't work in rotary. Ah, I see. This is where we start doing all the different stuff. Plus power. Oh, I gotta pick one, I see. What if I just do these? Am I allowed to do that? Oh, maybe I don't need to spend a slot on that. Or if it's just a rotary thing. Interesting. Do that. Out of curiosity. Titan. I might just want like the diet, but it seems pretty cool. Do this. It doesn't seem as strong as my other thing, but you never know. Oh, what about there's my big one, my XL. Doesn't seem to work that way. What about another one? Oh, it doesn't seem to work that way. What if I had this? 417. It's a little bit mad at me. Doesn't seem to be super effective there. What if I had... we might not take this, but this is kind of interesting. There's another good one. Yeah. Purple port. Do that. Interesting. It definitely doesn't accelerate as much as my other, but it's also... There's way less slots to it. Let's try that for one. Yeah, let's try that for one. It's really light. It's got good top speed. Maybe that's what I need. I need like really, really high top speed for some other stuff. It seems to be offering me, but like my bet. I don't know. Let's try it out for now. I think I'm gonna switch back to my V8, but interesting pickup regardless. Oh, did that guy light up? No, I don't think so. I thought there was another dark blue card that had like a little icon. I don't think so. Oh, we can look around for like red icons. That could be a good venture as well. The Micro Lib, I don't think I've raced one of these. I like how all the engines have like unique sounds too, it's so good. Oh yeah, dude. Let's see this one. I mean, this one accelerates pretty decently, not as good as my V8, but... Let's see how it handles here. Yeah, right now my V8 will be soaring ahead, but only because it's got like a bunch of slots to it. It feels really light too. Ooh, interesting. Hey, all of this late in the game, we can still kind of get cool parts. That's cool. This one goes in 5th gear. Not able to quite accelerate quickly enough to get into beyond 255, which was my cap with V8, but 5000 E, but that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool engine. I think for now it might be better to switch to the V8, just because we already... Oh no, I need like a 1300 engine, right? Yeah, not a 1500 engine. This is really light chassis, right? Maybe we'll take that. Just in case, we got plenty of RP. But let's try to get the 40k again. Yeah, for now it might be better to switch to the V8 and kind of like conquer with this one. Level it up a bunch, but still pretty cool. I think we need like some rotary parts though. Hey, hope you're doing well, Ice Cold Tundra. I think it's super cool that you pulled through for this. Hey, hope you're doing excellent tonight. Just out here messing around with a Racing Lagoon. Near the end of it, but we're not going to beat it tonight, but still insanely fun venture by by Square. Super obscure, Japan only, but English fan translated. Super cool, though. Super cool venture. Been enjoying it so much. This is my favorite Final Fantasy. This is legit one of my favorite RPGs so far. This is so unique and such a refreshing take on the genre for sure. Kind for a guy that doesn't really tend to enjoy RPGs too much. Got a lot of respect for them, but don't tend to enjoy turn-based RPGs too much. And I've never really played too many racing games either, so coming into this at the perfect crossroads, perfect impact there, and just loving it so much. Hopefully you are loving your own night as almost a fraction as much as I'm enjoying this one for sure. Hoping a fantastic night of course. Just a cool game all around though, for sure. Lots of building, lots of fun to be at here. Let's see, what else can we do here? I guess we'll do an ECU, yeah. Simple tech. Oh no, let's do no, let's just do the some more turbos. Why not? Yeah, that gets me up pretty well. Yeah, we'll take that. Kinda wish I took the other part from the last race, but we'll be alright. Let's see. Yeah, we're good with that. I love that. I love that emote too. The ooh, the light there. Oh yeah, that's one of his bunnies. I forgot. I forget which bunny that is, but yeah, that's funny. That's amazing. Alright, we're out here in beautiful 1999 North Yokohama. Let's head back to South Yokohama. Let's tear it up a little bit with some optional races. Or just whatever trouble we can get into. There was a test course where we had some cool trouble we could get into, so I'm gonna head over there first. Although there's lots of hot spots in beautiful Yokohama to check out as well. And lots of people whose engines we can steal as well. In case we really need to. Let's see. Here's the test course again. Oh, no. A little bit farther. A little bit more. Here we go. Spencer's test course. Not to do it from my Carly, but pretty decent. Oh, it doesn't show up to greet me anymore. Ah, interesting. Oh, he unlocked some more stuff. GT type aero kit required. C card type aero kit required. Ironically, I already have the C card type aero kit, right? Oh, I don't. Oops. C card type aero. Well, we can switch it up pretty quickly. My build should be pretty decent for this. Oh, the GT. I see. I have the GT. Then let's do the GT one. Okay. Let's try it out then. This will probably be a decently tough one since we just unlocked it near the end of the game. This is very near the end, by the way. Trial and error. It's the only way to break Mach speed, but don't you dare make a single error. That's honestly error is the end. You get a poem on every single loading screen. It's kind of amazing. Even more so amazing that I got fan translated and I still feel the whole essence of the message to my very core. Alright, let's see what we can do here. This one's one of the more, I don't know if I would say technical, but this is like definitely one of the more honest tracks out there. So let's try it. These guys will be probably pretty fast, so we'll see. But we know how to take this one. Oh no, we don't know how to take this one. We don't know how to take this one. Actually, it looks pretty... Oh damn. Looks pretty alright so far. And that's a left, right? Yeah. Gear down, yep. Still know how to take it. Oh, is it over? Is it wrap? Is it wraps? Is it GG's? Just don't want to do it quite like that, but... Oh wow, they're pretty slow. Oh wow. Actually, they seem a lot slower than me. Ooh. Maybe the challenger is just using that GT here. Okay, but we already got it set up, so no biggie. Those are just flex. Practice for the other tough ones coming up. That was not much of a flex. That was like a baby trying to flex. There we go. Oops. There we go. Gear shift down. But let's make them really feel bad about themselves. Let's try to lap them. Let's do our best to lap them. There we are. We can't just beat them. We must destroy them. Go. How about they have those really like steep, how do you say it, like slants or whatnot? Because when you're on those types of courses, like they're real, the slope is like insane on those. Like here, it's pretty flat here. I love they kind of have like a traditional, like sort of like formula racing, really like steep slope segment there. Since you're usually on the streets, you don't really like see that too often, so it's kind of cool to see that in this game. This game offers a lot of different racing formats and racing tracks and racing styles, which is really cool. Oops, and also lots of different racing fails that you can do, racing crashes and whatnot. Amazing. You'd think it was burnout the way I'm crashing. Through here again. So it's gonna be 5 laps, easy. Let's beat my fastest lap, what shall we? There we go. Oh my god, dude, what am I doing? That's not too impressive at all. Through here. Easy. Hold on, sorry, I'm in 5th, man. I'm trying to get a crazy comeback here. I'm in 5th, man. I'm in 5th. I gotta do it for my sponsors, man. Oh, you're not even a pixel in my rear view. And then through here. Yeah, so with my current engine, I'm reaching my top speed at 255, but other engines don't accelerate as well, but they have a higher top speed. So I might look at that other one we just picked up. Might be a good thing to try out and maybe level. But for now, let's try maxing out this current engine since it's treated us so well. And then maybe later we'll, just really destroyed that car. And then maybe later we'll try to level that one up on the end. Might be good to go for like really good, top speed regardless. Feels a little lame always cheesing with like really good acceleration and just like walk off a lot of bumps to the walls and whatnot, but we'll see. I've developed this build on my own. It's very much me, myself, and I. It's very much an authentic me build, so I'm not complaining about it at all, but yeah, no, it doesn't hurt to switch things up as well. I'll have to for some of the UORs probably. And not too bad though, good money. And then they want me to do a GT type thing, right? Or no, I did a GT already. Let's do a carbon one. C-car type here. Okay. That one makes my car look a little bit different. But we'll do it. So C-car, alright. It's gonna be this one, right? Really alien looking one, yeah. Sounds trippy, almost like Formula looking. Very, very bizarre beast, but I know this one's actually kind of better than the GT, I feel. But I do like the look. I like preserving the old, like, Japanese, oldsy kind of look as much as I can, so I tend to not use the C-type, but it does look pretty cool. My chest hurt as I gazed at the sky and saw the clouds instead of stars. Blue day is rainy day. Yokohama blue light lagoon. I'm always saying that. And the gas station attendant stares at me real funky like and says, "Dude, it's $49.87 on pump 7, dude, get out of here." But whatever. Let's load it up, man. Get me back in there. Cool, cool, cool. Oh man, ooh. This one's not terrifying. Through here, oh, let's see. Oh. Oh damn, try to cut weave in there a little bit, but not quite doing it. There's a few corners they texture pretty well, so I gotta be careful. There we go. Ooh, I had the gear shift down twice. Oops, there we go. Skidding out. Oops, don't want to do it like that, but it's good enough. Did I already lose him? Oh wow. It's just that easy. Damn. Good acceleration does have a good benefit for sure. I was not expecting like this crazy American engine to like this crazy V8 engine to like do so much for me, but it's a really cool sort of like build that I went for. Plus, it means I can apply as many brakes and drifts as I want at corners, and then like just attack it really viciously, and then like make up the speed that I lost going into those corners right after the corner. It feels very nice for how I want to handle the races and the physics in this game for sure. Very, very cool kind of the way this all came about. Still on my fastest lap time though, I don't know why. I don't know when I would have done it faster. Like when I didn't bump into this wall or went, oh my god. Keep touching it for good luck. That's my good luck little motif there. If I don't bump that wall, I'm doomed to a lifetime of cursed ailments. Here we go, through here. Through here. Not too bad though. Although, dude, man, I haven't talked about it too much, but dude, I love the lighting, and I think what really makes the lighting work so well, despite like other racing games at the time having a higher like graphic fidelity, especially in the arcades at this time, what makes this really stand out for me is like, I believe it's called vertex-based lighting. It really reminds me of the lighting you would see in some other games on the PS1, like the original Silent Hill. It really reminds me like the original Silent Hill kind of a lighting, which I absolutely adore. Absolutely adore the vertex-based lighting, and a lot of older PS1 stuff like Silent Hill, but particularly Silent Hill stands out in my mind so much. So just thinking about why I love the lighting of this one so much, dude, it really reminds me of Silent Hill in particular a little bit, which is really, really cool. Oh hell yeah, get out of my way. Not really how those collisions tend to go for me, but they kind of bumped out of my way. Yeah, dude, everyone talks so much about like how the PS2 was such a crazy graphical fidelity upgrade going from PS1 to PS2, and that's definitely true. That's definitely true. Definitely still stand by that myself, but when people say that, it also feels like they might intentionally or unintentionally be kind of implying that the PS1 didn't have some heavy hitters when it came to the graphics, and man, dude, does it have more than that graphical fidelity? Yeah, just because, like, you know, I'm not an expert on the racing genre, but this was made in 1999. At this time, there were, like, a lot more impressive racing games at the time, such as, like, the Daytonas. I think very, very shortly after would have been kind of like the Ridge Racers and whatnot. But at the time, there were a lot of, racing games with a very, like, high degree of, like just like graphics, graphical fidelity going on, mainly in the arcades at the time. However, what I really enjoy about this one is that the art style and just the pure essence of it really helps it out. Really helps it out quite a bit. Yeah, might have been a kind of a weird term, graphical fidelity. Maybe that's not quite the right term. Calling me out on it. Pretty valid to do so, pretty valid. Maybe not graphical fidelity, but like, I don't know, just like a graphical processing. I know that at this point, in 1999, I don't know the exact, like, arcade boards that a lot of racing games would have been using at the time. I can tell you all about fighting games. I can tell you about fighting games and the beauty of some of those, like the CPS 2 and 3 and whatnot, but I'm not too familiar with, what hardware, probably Sega provided hardware that arcade games would have been using at this time, but it's pretty interesting to see the racing game with so much, such an amazing art style, on the PS1, despite going up against some pretty hefty competition at the time from the arcades. It's a really cool thing to kind of dissect and think about. I'm always loving being stuck in the past, in the era of like the arcade and the PS1, and then getting into the PS2 a little bit. But no, I just love thinking about that type of stuff, and how it still stands up really well here as well in the modern day as well. Just a really good excuse to go hunting for those like hidden gems, because I mean they're hidden for, they might be hidden, but they're also called gems for a reason. You know, it's just really cool stuff like that always happening here. I was really glad to kind of dig and dissect some really old stuff that I really just kind of am absolutely allured by. Let's see what we can do here though. What else could I do that would bring up my power? I had some build that got me to 1000. Was like this? Oh yeah. That's gonna dig into my acceleration a little bit, I think, but it'll work out. The only thing is, I might want to take out the paint. I feel like it's gonna be a tough one. Let's put something better on here. Take off a little bit more of the... yeah, a little bit more of the weight. Switch out to my carbon. GT, we'll do this. What about this with the carbon old? Oh, the GT, yeah, we'll do that, Let me see that with the old. Oh, the old is just better, apparently. Interesting. Also changes the look of it. Wow, that's really old. Really vintage. Alright. Got the correct build, over 1000 power. I'm only barely over 1000 power, so it's gonna be kind of tricky. Maybe we can't do it, but let's try it out. It'll be cool to wrap up all the races here, the unofficial races. It's unofficial, keep it hush. Shh. Unofficial races in the test course. We'll see what we can do here. Error is the end. Always remember that. Error is the end. Don't get any blue screens. Might not be strong enough for this, but I figure this is going to be more about technique rather than power, so we'll see what we can do here. Let's do it. Oh wow, this is it's like a 10 lap one. Oh god. Well, I'll give this one a shot, but this one might be... Alright, they take off pretty quick, but I get the feeling I could probably still get this. Oh, they only do like a 20 lap one. What is this, dude? Like a 20 lap one, what the hell? Oh god, this is more of a marathon, I see. Oh god, they're insane for this one, oh god. Every lap's under a minute, it's not too bad, but... oh god, they really do want to test my endurance here. Alright. I'm up for it. It's a vicious track, so we'll do it, man. We'll just take it as practice. Ah, so they took off pretty quick, but... it's like my top speed is still keeping... oh god! McQueen is fading! His cars 3'd myself, oh my god. Luckily good acceleration carries me pretty well here, so... and not too bad. Ooh! Those 10 or 20 laps will go by in a dream, apparently. Not too bad. I think there was one that was like a 10 lap, which is kind of weird, but... whatever, we'll do it. Good practice with a decent build anyway. I won't complain about it. Yeah, not gonna be too much here, but whatever. Cool step regardless. Oh god. Yeah, man, dude. I always keep talking about like the same stuff, but it is really cool just to tap into this genre a little bit more, a little bit more. Feels like it lets me understand a lot of design decisions in games that aren't necessarily racing games, but have a racing game genre influence. I feel like I don't want to seem hypocritical because I've never really been too big on the racing genre besides just some games here and there with like racing elements that I've played in the past, but not really too many full-on racing games that I've dissected before like this one. But I've always said for sure that like undeniably there are a lot of games out there that have racing game influence that some people like want to deny for some reason, you know? Like I would always say that like Sonic games, especially like main series, not even talking about like the spin-offs, but like main series, Sonic games have always had like a really big like a racing game influence and identity. Like he has that drift and like Unleashed has like a very like technical sort of drift that you do in Unleashed. I would say about like Nights into Dreams. I would say about like a lot of other stuff as well. But it's really cool to be able to like understand even better across different like genres as well. Just from tackling the racing genre so much and so many different forms too. I've been playing a lot of kart races, obviously, of course, but I had like this really insane experience when I was playing the finale of Knight's Journey of Dreams, where like the way I was handling Knights and the way I was handling some of the turns in that game, I harken back into my knowledge here, which is really weird. But it's because the way you handle some of the navigation in Knights really feels akin to a racing game sometimes. And it was really weird, like having flashbacks to this game and like how I would take corners in this game and apply it to like a game with a non-binary purple gesture, you know? But it worked out, dude. It's just a really fascinating sort of experience. It's why I always recommend getting a variety, you know? There's a reason why you should have a well-balanced diet, not just in food, but in games as well. In any art in general, you know? You know, it always benefits a lot more than it hurts, for sure. Yeah, it just feels so good to be rewarded back this way, man. Just today, I took a lunch break at work because if I hop over, there's an arcade within walking distance of my work, so I ate my lunch early and actually went over to that arcade to play one of the initial D arcade cabinets that they have. Did a quick time trial on that one. And dude, it felt so good, man. It felt so good, man. I feel like I'm addicted, man. I feel like it's a new addiction, man. So cool, man. So fucking cool. Well, let's take him in. Oh, man, dude. Damn to damn. I think it's so cool how there's like a lot of different like chassis types and like body types in this game as well that affect the driving a lot. Like I'm using an FF TEC car forward front, and dude, like it's been a dream to navigate with this, but any other build has been really tough for me to. Or any other chassis or vehicle kind of type has been really difficult for me to utilize. I can feel the difference. I can see the appeal of them, but I feel like this FF really benefits me with just how I tackle the corners myself. Having a lot of the focus on the front tires is like really interesting. I feel like it's something to do with like how that counter steering or like all the momentum of the steer kind of comes in like a little bit late. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know, having a lot of the weights of the drift coming at the end, and kind of having like the back of the car kind of be a little bit weaker than the front, gives it a good drifting feel. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not well versed enough in the genre to kind of like describe it, but it's a cool feel for me. I feel like it's not a cool feel for everyone, but it feels very nice for how I take corners. I just demonstrated that very well with how I ate shit there. It feels very nice for sure. Make it halfway on, man, because they do want a 20 lap thing. They want the endurance one. Luckily, I think this is the only one where they've asked for a 20 lap one. We're already halfway there, right? I got plenty more rambling to do, so no complaints too much, but almost there, almost there. I never figured out what this one does. It's called passing in the menu. If you hold L1, it just like flashes your headlights. I don't know what it does. It's called passing. I have no clue what that does. I think it's just a flex. Like, ooh. It probably does something, but fascinating regardless. There we go, easy, easy. Through here. It's interesting because, it's always interesting. Interesting because, recently I was doing something where I checked out a bunch of, demo discs. Like, I got a bunch of demo discs for the Dreamcast, and then I dissected a bunch, for the GameCube as well. Still might go back to that pretty soon because it was pretty interesting, kind of a little compilation of stuff to look back at. Demo discs are like the contemporary, like or quite literal time capsules of gaming. So it's very, very cool to look back at them. A lot of different stuff and see what they were kind of advertising and how they advertised it and whatnot. How it differed from the betas, from beta to the final and whatnot. But it's really, really fascinating by how many racing games there were on the demo discs. Like, there would be one demo disc with like 2 or 3 different racing games on it. It would have like an off-road, like ATV style racing game. It would have like formula cars. It would have like street racing, kind of like this one. It would have like kart racing. It was really interesting. Like I said a little bit before, I only like barely tapped into racing a little bit of Burnout. A little bit of like the Daytonas, just a little bit, but not really much at all. But it was definitely all around back in the day, and it still is. I mean, they're making like a new Forza, I believe, or Gran Turismo. I forget which one. I think it's a new Forza, but I might be mistaken. But new one said like Japan or something. But definitely still a genre that like is kind of eternal. And I kind of see why for sure, but still a lot to think about it. Like, you know, it's the genre that like has been around for so long. I really pride myself on trying a lot of different stuff, but I just never really like got into racing games too much. You gotta know why. I figure it's kind of the same way I am about like shooters. I haven't really played too many shooters. A little bit of Call of Duty. Some like Years of War. Not really like any Halo. Back in the day. And for me, that was kind of just because I tend to get my fill of shooters from games that are not full-on shooters but have shooting elements, like horror games, like the Resident Evils and whatnot, so many other horror games like that. That's kind of where I get my shooter fill, per se. That's why I don't really play too many shooters too much. But I almost wonder if it's kind of the same way. Like, I don't really play too many racing games. Are there other games I play a lot where I kind of get that racing fill? I have to wonder. I feel like not as much, right? Besides like a rogue mini game in a game once in a while, right? A weird like makeshift kart racer in a game once in a while, maybe, but I figure that's not what it is quite. But it's still interesting. There we go, easy, easy. Again. You still take the turns a little sexier, a little tighter, but working it up still. Damn. At least I got to kind of pass overtakes just by just by lapping them a little bit. Usually the overtakes are a little bit more nasty. It's a very cutthroat kind of thing. I'm surprised because sometimes the difficulty seems to kind of fluctuate a little bit. Sometimes it's like really insanely difficult, and then sometimes it's kind of like really easy for some reason, both in the main story and in the this a little bit. It makes it interesting, keeps you on your toes. It's never unbeatable or too terribly challenging, but some of them have been kind of really challenging for different reasons. You know, the cars are really fast, or the overtakes are really brutal, like a really narrow kind of course or something. Here it's kind of easy because there's a bunch of like off-road and the guardrails are like really on the side, but there's a lot of courses where like it's a very narrow course, and the guardrails just really slow you down quite a bit. Here, having a bunch of off-road is actually quite generous. You're not just like immediately stopped. Oop. Like that, but that salvaged it a little bit. Still good to practice on this one, for sure. Now, once we wrap up this test course, we have 2 other locations in South Yokohama where we can do some races as well. Those are gonna, at least a few of those are gonna require different vehicle types. But we should be getting pretty close to a really comfy common build on that, even if we switch out like the chassis and the body, so hopefully we can manage it there. Go, oops, too tight there, oops. Too messy, too messy. Still feel like I get this batch of highway hypnosis whenever I play this for a little bit. I just get absolutely entranced by this. I actually kind of love it, man. It's a weird feeling, man. It's a weird feeling, but I love it. It's in my very bones. Here. Come on, one more. Give me a crazy overtake. For the fans at home. Hey, easy. Try to stay in the middle. Oh, McQueen is fading. Damn, dude, how to beat cars for the GameCube back in the day, dude? It seems pretty tricky. The answer is, if I ever played any racing games, they're probably a lot easier than this. Or made for kids, but still fun. Oh god, oh god. Come on, I gotta pass this bumblebee-looking car. Right at the very end, I already like lapped him like 4 or 5 times, but what about 6? Or even 7? Would be amazing. Hey. Yahtzee. Easy stuff, so we're done with the test course. Took a little bit longer than I kind of thought. Wasn't expecting the 20 lap marathon, but alright, not too bad. Would expect that on a shorter course, but not this one. Whatever. Ooh. Yo, flat for you? Just for me? Hey, we'll take it though. What is that? Because they're giving me an engine for doing all that. That's gotta be a pretty good engine, but what is that? Flat for you. It's a Coro flat engine, 4-cylinder, 1600. Oh, it's like a mad weak engine. It's just for like gimmick races, right? Where you have to be like, where you have to have a really weak engine. That's literally it, right? You would not want this otherwise. Okay. Interesting though. Could've used that a while ago, but I don't think we're gonna have any more like specifically weak races. Whatever. We'll take it. No biggie. Let's go back to this. We can take off the door and we can like put our build paint on here. It's pretty fun, right? We could spend 10 kilograms on that. Maybe 3 more street races, and then we can get another slot potentially on the body. Get it maxed out, maybe. Cool though. We're done there. Good stuff. Good to check it out. Also, the music is very spooky because we're like in the end game. Usually it's pretty like smooth and jazzy. It's kind of cool. Bye-bye for sure, but a little different now. Now let's look around. So let's see. Ooh, the big wheel. Let's check out our hotspots. Something's here. The cosmic big wheel. Yuka and I would meet up here. When Ikki handed over his 8.6 to me, she had something to say to me here. Your car is gonna vroom right past my Micro GT and disappear into the horizon. I melt into that same mirage. The other side of the mirage. Have I reached it? Is this what it looks like? There's nothing here. None of our dreams came true. At this rate, I was going to disappear forever for having chased that mirage. I have to keep racing to hold on to who I am, so I don't melt into a distant memory. The highway to North Yokohama opened up just before the Yokohama GP. That's when she decided she was going to become a world-class automotive engineer. I remember how she struggled to carry a huge bag of automotive books she bought. I don't know if she has what it takes to make her dream come true, but you never know. Still need her to grade my car. My friends are being held at Bay Lagoon Tower. Yuka. So far, I've avoided every attempt she's made to have a serious conversation with me. Next time, I'll swallow my pride and speak honestly with her, even if it ends up being awkward. I was way overdue on giving her a genuine thank you. She told me once that those words had a magic quality to them. I owed her that much at least. If I could be more honest, maybe I'd be able to recover the things I've forgotten. But it'll have to wait for now. When or where it'll happen, who could say? I do really love the insanely, melancholy and solemn kind of vibe that this game gives off. I know that street racing kind of blew up a lot after the bubble popped in Japan a little bit, or around that sort of time per se. And that a lot of street racers kind of turned to it as some twisted form of escape per se. Kind of a sad situation per se. But I love that this game really directly brings up the bubble and has this very solemn and heavyweight and melancholy kind of vibe to it all. It really contrasts with it's really cool and hip atmosphere at times, but I think it does so in a very, very intentional kind of way. I love it, I love it. So cool. Again at the big wheel. Something different. Or is it the same? It just doesn't loop it. So big wheel. This might be the last time I ever see it, knowing that makes me want to spend some time here. Oh, is it the same thing? Oops. Your cars? Oh yeah, it's actually the same, right? Oops. Usually that doesn't repeat, but I think it's all the same here. Yep, it's all the same here. Those are all old scenes. I wonder if it's showing me that because I've seen them before, or it's kind of showing me that it's kind of a potential recap in case I missed those scenes. It could be either or. Still cool, still cool. So not too much to get from that, but still a cool optional scene. I think it's really cool. You can kind of rush this if you want to, or you can kind of take your time and get a bunch of cool optional stuff and whatnot. Cool depicted scenes and whatnot if you really want to. Really, really cool. Still love it a lot. It adds to the mysterious kind of nature of this game because it's so unknown, relatively. This guy's on a very low power 8.6 Thunder. 8.62 right now. Which kind of scares me a little bit. Oh no, he's just basic. You think he'd tackle me, huh? You think he'd tackle me, not quite there. Here, easy turns here. I did something different now. I'm not accelerating as quickly. Oh, I don't have my, like, lubricant, right? Nope, I don't. I don't have my engine lube. Let's see. Maybe I'll put it on again. Easy stuff there. Don't really want any of this, so we'll just dip out. Yep. I need a 1300cc engine though. I need like a weak engine. So I might reasonably hunt around for that, but I don't know. Let's try looking for some other stuff here. Tune shop. I don't think I've been here. It could have something different, I guess. Possibly. Maybe a scene. I doubt it, but we'll see. Dude, a top tier. Top tier. Soundtrack for sure, man. Oh, these are really weak, but they're too weak. I don't want this, right? Unless I bore it up. That could be worth it. Probably not, but interesting. Four-wheel, FT2000, 86 Thunder, Sill, Storm, Spencer tuned, 290. Seems kind of cool. Doubt I'll use it, but let's see. Alright, it's all one good parts here. Let's see, anything cool there? Oh, we could use this, yeah. Why can't I buy duplicates of that? Oh, in case they steal it, I guess. I don't want brake pads. I don't want that. Don't really need any of that. Get that. I don't think I have a twin wing. Spencer. Saga Frontier 2. Oh, that's funny. It is the same. Someone, is it the writer? Or interesting. That's funny. Yeah, that's neat. Alright, out of curiosity, I want to do some homework here. Here's a 1300 engine, right? What if I had like a 1500 engine that like kind of kicked ass? I don't. I don't. That's the problem. 1200, that's a bit too bad. That one kind of sucks, right? It's a really bad engine. Need something that's 1300. The closest would be like at 1600, right, man? 1600 and then detune it. Maybe now I can do that. Oh, what about this? What if we try, Oh, it doesn't quite work that way, right? No. My best bet is taking it like a 1200. And like pouring it up, right? Yeah. That's my best bet, but it still sucks. So I do not want to do that. Let's go back to this. Kinda sucks. Let's do this instead. Let's put my good lube here. Not the dirty kind, just a good kind here. There we go, good oil there. It seems like it helps quite a bit for the acceleration, so we'll keep it. Almost all the Celine all the way, that's kind of cool. And we'll get out of here. Would be nice if we could level up the engine one more time. That'll be pretty spiffy. I doubt I can get any more slots, but maybe it like increases the power, or at least like lowers the weight or something. That'd be kind of nice. Let's see. So we're all done here. We're really taking out like all the parts of the little parts of the map so far. We're being tackling it kind of like a surgeon here. Oh, here's the bank. This bank is of no use to me anymore, right? I'm not gonna be able to like redeem my contract at all, right? It's gonna be like, too bad. Welcome to Yokohama Bank. Tonight is the last night, so this may be redundant. Sorry for any inconvenience. Oh yeah, he just says like, yeah, you probably can't do anything. You will receive an unconditional RP refund on any last night services. Oh, wow, it actually paid out though. Nice. And I'll take it, man. And we won't be able to do anything, right? They'll probably tell me these services are unavailable because it is the last night. Wow, it's yeah, they're making it very, very clear that I cannot do anything here. We hope to see you again. Kind of solemn because it is the last night, but they're making it very clear. Yeah, if you can't use the bank, yeah, it's over, man. Yeah, interesting, interesting. I guess I could potentially beat it tonight, but I don't feel like it. There's that dark blue thing. Is that the 7? It's the 7 that we fought before. It had a really, really good parts on it, so... No, it's the Cancer, which is not nearly as good. The Vicarda race. Maybe it's only in North Yokohama. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I have to specifically hunt it out or something. Let's try it though. I guess it should save stage just in case, but there's really no chance of me losing this really, so... Oops. Oops, whoa, whoa. I say as I touch every wall for good luck. Oh man. I legit just didn't see that one, oops. I was trying to understand the radar, I was like, what? Huh? Where's the turn? Where's the turn here? Didn't quite figure that one out yet. Oops. What the heck, man? Through here. And then... easy money. Yahtzee. Good stuff. Oh yeah, I should let them like get a handicap. I should let them get a lead. That way I get more points. That's what I should do. I've been noticing that if I let them go ahead, they just give me more points at the end. That's kind of cool. Cool little mechanic to justify racing against weaker people. And they have to overtake them as well, yeah. Just kind of a cool little gamble there, keeping it honest, keeping it honest. Now here's where there's gonna be some UORs, right? For sure. Evening. I can't find the words. Huh. Is it because it's the last night? I guess so. Oh, we already finished this one. Oops. Forget about that one. Somewhere else is where we gotta go. Oops. We already wrapped up here. Because the demands for those UORs weren't too hasty, weren't too ridiculous or nothing. I think if you're kind of stopped in the middle of the road after a menu, you can't be encountered, but I figured we would do it just for old time's sake. A Dark 2V? I have no clue what this is. I might race this thing like one time before? I don't know what this is. The power isn't too bad on this. Let's let him get a lead. What do y'all think, 5 seconds? It should be pretty comfy, right? And then you overtake, huh? I mean, that's kind of how you would do it in honest street racing, right? You would let like a weaker engine kind of like overtake or something, set like some ground rules about how you were gonna judge the race or something. Oh my god, bro. Oh, easy. Accelerates easily. I almost failed there, but it's alright. How many points do I get for that? Oh wow, that's like worth like an entire thing on its own. Wow, wow. Looks like I still leveled the body further as well. That's kind of cool. Engine, I don't really need that. Super high tech, that might be kind of nice. What else do I want? Don't really want none of this. That might be a good ECU, so I'll take it. And then did we get an extra slot on the body? Yes, we did. Ooh, we maxed out that as well. Cool, cool, cool. We can at least add the door for now. Easy enough. Gotta switch up the wing if we really want to. What about like the twin wing? Just to mix it up, right? Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Very distinct. We'll take this. Yeah, we'll do that for now. And I guess I wanted to level up more other stuff. We would switch it out here. The chassis would be good. The bodies might be a good idea. Maybe it might be wise to like level the 8.6 or something. Yeah, the Lev or the Thunder. Maybe. Not quite sure. Maybe? I could always switch it to the Celine if I really need to, and I'm doing pretty well. And I don't need to like be given handicaps anyway. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do the... Let's see, this one's pretty lightweight. What about this 8.6 Thunder as well? Stuff doesn't really get much more lightweight than that, so... Just depends on what we want. What about the 8.6 Lev? Yeah, let's go with this for now. And then we'll add some of our usual perpetrators. We'll add a wing. We'll add the carbon old. Why not? We'll add the diets this. Ooh, that's pretty lightweight as is. Very trippy looking. very trippy looking thing, but it'll be cool. Yeah, we'll do that for just a little bit. I'll level that a little. Chassis might need to level that as well, but we'll leave it be. We need a good FR chassis, but we'll level like one thing at a time. I feel something like that. We'll see just to mix it up a little. Let's go to Johnny's though. Hold up. Actually, don't want to get too near the Lagoon Tower. They'll probably let me duck out just in case, but I would prefer not to like get dragged to a cutscene or something. We'll avoid it for as long as we can. Here's Johnny's, maybe one last time. Johnny's. The purple neon signs outside light up the night and draw me in. There was something different tonight. They say that moonlight can reach the depths of your mind and bring back lost memories. The first time I came here, I was looking for the night racers. Is this kind of like the theme of, like, now we're gonna get like a bunch of recaps of like how far along we've come on our journey. That's kind of cool. There's a tiny incident that bloomed to a war in Yokohama. And night feels so far away now. People gossip that we have witnessed the rebirth of the legend that night. Spirits were high back then. And it's where I first met Yoko from the Queens. Being around that miniskirt made me a bit nervous. She was always so cheerful, but at times it felt like she was forcing herself. Yeah, I mean, she also graduated from racing as well, which is interesting. It might have just been an act for the customers. She may retire from the scene, but I always remember the times we shared. These memories are why we race. That's how it goes for us. The Yokohama GP. It was the most exciting time in the history of this joint. Whoever won, they'd be here cheering for them as if it was one of their own. The GP was a dream come true for every street racer. The jubilance reached its peak and then lingered on even after it was over. For some of these guys, it was the highlight of their life. We all believed that nothing was impossible. All it took was a little bit of courage. I love the backdrop so much too. That dream meant something to me, and I wasn't going to let anyone trample on it. The Diablo Zeta. It was the target of everyone who stayed around last night. A hunt for an illusion that shouldn't be chased after. They had staked a lot on it. It was something important. Piece of the dream. They'd ride into a dangerous battle. Galloping full speed like a stubborn donkey. These guys wouldn't stop for anything. They were ready to ride their road no matter where it led. That waitress must have noticed it. The racers left here tonight were the best of the best. She's got her work cut out for her. She's running around like mad. One day I'll return here and get a pat to Johnny's welcome with kind words and a smile. She's working so hard. Something I've got to do tonight too. Something only I can. I'll hold off on the cold coffee for now. Dude, so aesthetic. So aesthetic. I love it, man. It has such a vibe, such a strong character to it. And you know they're like very confident about their character as well, man. It's so cool, dude. I love it. I love it. It's all consuming. Makes you want to be a part of it, man. Even more and more. That's just the cancer, right? It's driving around. I think so? I think the 7 looked like a bit more like a sports car, like with a wing on it or something. Something along those lines. Let's see here. Here's Kenzo. Oh yeah, did we drive him to the hospital? The International Hospital. Kenzo CVC have been towed here to the hospital parking lot. Found his most prized possession, this busted trunk. Oh wow, wow. This decal. He said he would put this decal on his car when he became the leader of BLR. I'm right now gonna pull up for the next stream. Well, I'll see you for the next one. I'll see you for the next one. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate it for the follow. I'm not gonna do the Discord thing just because I've asked not for that. But hey, if you pull through, I'll be here, man. You call, I answer. Kind of apprehensive just because yeah, y'all know how it is whenever they say add me on that, but thanks. Thanks. That's not a real person, is it? Shared his dream with me. A dream he was sure would come true one day. He's probably laid out in a hospital bed right around now. I'll make it happen, Kenzo. I won't let BLR shut down. If there's anything I can do, it's that. Would it be the same here? Well, that was contextualized too. You like check his trunk as well. Oops, same stuff. Oh yeah, same stuff, right, man? Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I don't think I had that decal before. Maybe I could have stolen it, but still cool to see it regardless, Let's see, I still want to get to a bit more trouble. I want to pursue all these dark blue cars that I can because the parts were so good. Oh, here's another dark blue car, but it's not quite the same one. It looks tough, but it's really not too much to write home about it or write anyone about. I wouldn't even write my toughest enemy about that for sure. Hey friend, hope you're doing well. Hey, hope you're doing fantastically as well. Identity. How you're doing racing Lagoon? You know I'm so good that I gotta give them a nice little 6-second handicap in the races, but Jim Restaurant, hope you're doing fantastically as well. Identity, I'll always appreciate you going through, dropping the high and whatnot. Very, very greatly appreciate it. Hey, you're almost wrapping up this one, Racing Lagoon. Having lots of fun with it, for sure. This is the best Final Fantasy ever made, and I actually might genuinely stand by that for sure. Just having fun with this one, but hopefully you're having fun with your own ventures, your own endeavors, and hoping you have a fantastic and phenomenal night as well. If you are great, multiply it, make it a phenomenal and night for yourself, for sure. But seriously, I'll be doing well, for sure. Just wrapping it up here. Not gonna finish this one tonight, but hoping to finish it next time. Doing some of the optional races here, hopefully in a minute here. Make it a little bit exciting, get some optional races in me for sure, for sure. I always gotta experiment a little bit, gotta push ourselves, we racers gotta push ourselves in our own ways, gotta experiment, gotta make sure we're taking on the toughest challenges and whatnot, so gotta make sure I'm taking off the toughest that this game has to offer for me, but still really, really cool to tackle this one. Oh, that's 2 cars in one. That's like a white and red car with just 2 cars stacked on top of each other. I was like, that's really weird. Yeah, but I just hope you're doing phenomenally tonight, of course, of course. The Koro Evil, I don't know what type of, oh my goodness. I don't know what type of IRL car that's supposed to be. Looks like it'd be like Professor Layton's car or something. This guy deserves a bit of a head start, for sure, for sure. Just have some fun. What about when he disappears? I don't see him. It should be a pretty fair handicap. Also, my car body's so light that it accelerates like a dream. Wasn't expecting this quite a bit. Oh god, can I make it? Can I make it? Oh, too cocky? Too much of a handicap? Oh god. Nah, I just gotta make it last minute. Just gotta make it last second to make it intense and exciting. Or are there only 2? There should be 10 plus at a time. You're great, you do that. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm not impatient. I'm not impatient. I'm always playing a joke. I'm always playing a character. I'm like, yeah, it should be 100, 1 million, 1.9 billion viewers at all times, at all hours of the night. I heard there's like 8 billion people on the planet, right? So if you take like 10%, I'm only asking for like 10%, way below passing, way below passing. If you take 10% of those, that's like at least 14 people. I'm sure I could get at least 14 people eventually. Just a message, you're great. Nah, I appreciate it for sure. I know. Yeah, working my way up, you know. I do this in kind of a self-indulgent kind of thing, you know. It's a hobby, you know. So I'm not too greedy or whatnot. I do this for many self-indulgent reasons. You know, I do it as a form of a form of journaling in a way, a form of being able to look back at the gameplay of stuff that I do and review it and be like, oh, that was cool, and oh, that was not so good. Why'd I do that, and whatnot. And part is also to interact with cool peeps, cool cats like you, and everyone else that I get to interact with. So, you know, I figure everything else that comes with that will come along the way. I'm not really looking out for big numbers. I'm sure everyone will tell you that way, but I am very grateful and thankful for everything I've received along that journey. Even if it isn't necessarily like big numbers, it'll get there eventually, just because it's such a rocking and bumping time with everyone that I met with that I really, really appreciate it. Hope to cross Pasadena and Crossville today. Hey, right back at you. I'll be might not be doing the festival too much, but I'll definitely be back on Sunday. I'll be back on Sunday for some of that world match again. I prefer world match to the festival, so I'll probably be back for a world match like around the hour that it comes back on Sunday. And we'll just see, man. I'll always maybe just be bumping around at random crossroads or whatnot, but on Sunday it'll be guaranteed. Save a miracle or disaster, I'll be done Sunday for sure. But I was accepting all challenges, of course. Right on, man. I like the mindset. Hey, I like the support and the appreciation. Thank you, you know. I know that like I'm a bit of a variety guy, so I don't expect anyone to like pull through for anything and everything, but I definitely noticed that you've been kind of popping in your head just to say hi. That's super. I'm super thankful for that. I'm super appreciative for that identity. You don't know how much it means. So thank you. Of course. We just do what we can. You know, we just do what we can, and we just keep rocking on at it. Of course. Just because it's fun, and we intrinsically like it, and it is such a good feeling to be able to look back at some of this stuff and be like, man, you know, I met some cool people. I got to say hi to some cool cats. I did something cool in Racing Lagoon or in Castlevania, which we're gonna do on Thursday, and whatnot, etc. But yeah, you know, it's cool adventure. I don't regret ever hitting that live button at all whatsoever. So just super cool. Is that Radical Highway in the background, JK? It could be whatever you want it to be. It's from Parasite Eve, which I ran before, but it's the same. The art director for Parasite Eve was the director for this one. But it could be many different things. We can make it, you know, I've done many different things. We can make it. Oh my goodness! Look at that. Is that Leia from Crosscode? One of the bestest indie games ever made? It is! It is! Oh my goodness! You want fighting games? We got fighting games. Name that stage, kind of obscure. What we got? Experimenting. One of my Jet Set Radio phase, maybe. We got this one. Gotta be the bad future, not the good future, because the good future's overrated. Bad future for life. I like this one. This one is very fitting for nights, right? Right? Makes sense. I remember Fall Off Highway from last week. Hey, Fall Off Highway came to fruition. I did fall off like 1 or 2 times last time. That did happen. You know what else did happen? Oh my god. Just want to take myself out just to really appreciate it. Oh my goodness, is that the Krusty Grab? Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is. Yes it is. I got the Dreamcast BIOS just for simple aesthetic. I got so many. I love doing this. Oh god. Get out of here. One of my favorite is of course Silent Hill, aka Silent Stadium. This is just the overall energy I feel, the overall mood I feel whenever whenever they pick East Stadium and Crossroads. You already know. Just eternal kind of energy there. I'm always fun fact. I actually recorded this live from some Silent Hill 2 footage, before I did like some Silent Hill streams. It was interesting. It just felt fitting. We can even throw it back. We have the Burning Rangers. Oh my god. We could say like screw. Oh god. We could say screw Crossroads, man. We're going back to Transform, man. Stuff like that. Just love flexing that random stuff. Yeah. Y'all know I'm silly like that. Y'all know I'm silly. I think it's fitting, you know. There's even the best one. Hold on. There's an even better one. Hold on. Where is it? Oh my. What the? Oh my god. Never mind. Turn it off. You guys aren't supposed to see that. Oh my god. That was scary. To goof around a little bit. And we'll go back to that one though. Yeah, Silent Stadium. It will happen to you in your scariest of dreams. I don't know, if you get a letter from Silent Stadium asking you to come visit, just don't do it. Just don't do it, Identity, okay? Just don't do it. Or if you're gonna do it, at least have like a boost item for lap 3 or something. It'll really help you out. For sure. But let's see, I think we're done here. I don't think there's any races around here. We'll check it out regardless. What were they thinking, putting like the hardest shortcut ring in the game of the first track? They probably thought that it was very fair and balanced, because they said it's just a straightaway. All you have to do is just drive straight into it. That's all you gotta do. It would be fine if like the physics weren't like so subjective to the whims of fate per se. Depending on getting like a bad bump or something. Racing with you has been a most righteous honor. Honestly, I'm always saying this to all my opponents in Crossroads. To you, Identity, to everyone else here right now. Why do you say it like that though, right? Racing has been an honor. Yeah, man, it would make sense if it made sense, but it doesn't make sense. That shortcut ring is like terrible. Terrible. You know, there was a Big the Cat player who mains the handling machine kit who overtook me. I was talking up a big game. I was like, I'm gonna get first at that last stretch, and then I missed the shortcut ring. But then this Big the Cat player who rhymes with Hardinal Koshi. Let's call it Hardinal Koshi. Hardinal Koshi. Overtook me by taking that shortcut ring. I was talking about a big game. I was like, I'm never getting podium again. What an excellent first. And then I saw Hardinal in first. Take the use that shortcut ring. Shaking my head, shaking my head. How could that happen to me? Pure-blooded and innocent me. I've never done anything wrong in my life. I deserve taking that. Hey, let me be open and distracted. No, you're only enhancing, not distracting. Never distracting, only enhancing there. Hey, yeah, but just appreciate, of course, receipt. And send right back at you, Danny. Yeah, right now we're just messing around and I think everything we're tackling, but you know, I appreciate all the dialogues, all the tags. So I hope comes right back at you. And you have a fantastic and phenomenal night yourself, of course. Appreciate it. Always appreciative. Always thankful, always appreciative. Never think of it as distracting because that's what I live for. I live for just chatting it up, yapping and whatnot. You just saw me like cycle through like 10 different backgrounds, right? I love being distracted. I love yapping at random. Y'all already know. Let's see. They want MR and RR though. Yeah, you already know. That's the vibe we go for. That's the vibe we go for. For sure. Let's see what we can do here, though. Oh, I gotta switch it up. Let's go for MR. Yeah, let's go for MR. Here, they want me to switch up my vehicle type, which is scary, but we'll do it. Let's see. That is... Let's look at the weight. 1409 on that. I need an MR. That's much more lightweight. That might be better. I think that was my best, Yeah, I think this is gonna be my best MR. So we'll go with this one for now. Do that. Oh, everything else kind of sucks about this, but we'll see. We just don't have a lot of slots to work with, but it's really lightweight, so we'll just do good tires on this, I guess. I guess we'll just do that. It's a little scary, but we'll do that. We'll just keep it lightweight, I guess. Put some wings on this. Oops, put the old type of thing there. Oh, carbon old. Yep. And then we'll put on a diet as well. Bring the weight down even more. Not the comfiest drive I've ever taken, but we'll try this one out. This is a course with like 1 or 2 tricky turns, but besides that, we've already raced on this a lot, so not too concerning there. Let's see. Probably won't be a crazy long one. Maybe we'll like wrap it up in a half hour or so, but we'll still be fun regardless. Cool to tackle all the unofficial races regardless. Let's see what we can do here. Can I give handicap time here? Oh, I can, but there's like no point. Oh wow, did I just like overtake them? I guess I just overtake them. Oops. I guess making it really lightweight with a really good engine is probably good enough for this venture. I guess MR doesn't feel that bad either. It just feels kind of slippery, but that's only probably because I haven't been able to add some modifiers to this, like like a better suspension or something. There we go. Yeah, this doesn't feel that bad either. It's just that I haven't leveled up this body a lot for more slots, but it feels pretty good. Alright, this one's gonna be a breeze. Easy. It covers pretty well from the wall as well. Oops. Gotta decelerate a little bit more before I take crazy turns like that. I'm not that much of a crazy driver. That's a lower top speed though. Well, it doesn't really matter if I can just like slam against the guardrails, lose like huge blotches of the red paint, splatter the guardrail with a bunch of red paint. And then recover very, very quickly with my acceleration. Oh my goodness. It was a little lame to do it that way, but we'll take so. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's really lame. I'm bouncing off like it's air hockey from the walls, and it's just kind of working out. Because my engine just accelerates so well, but whatever, man. Gotta enjoy some of the luxuries in life, I guess. Easy, easy. They locked this race away from me for quite a while, so surprised not too tough, but we got it all figured out. The engine really carries here for sure. Yeah, it caps out at 247 though. That's kind of weird. Oh, there we go. Believe it or not, I can take corners without crashing. See? Oh, look at that. A little bit more elegant. A little bit more elegant at the end there. Just gonna defraud myself a little bit. Not bad though. Easy, easy. Now we got the RR type, which should be easy enough. I figure at this point I'll probably just try to do all the unofficial races. We're so close to it, right? I'd definitely be curious about like a super boss race or something. Something along those lines. Now I figure I can probably just do like whatever here. Let's do something that allows for MR and RR. It could be any body. Okay, preferably not the bus. Okay, not the bus. We're not gonna race on the bus, but let's change it to an RR type of chassis. Might have to be the Koro Koro. Oh, it has to be the Koro Koro. I don't have anything else that's an RR type. Okay, okay. Well, we make do what we got, I guess. Do this. Add the good suspension here. It doesn't bump as much. Better handling that way. Pro step. And then maybe the turning? Yeah, maybe like the Mad Sports. Yeah, turn a little bit better. I guess. That's gotta be an RR type vehicle. Have the Micro GT in case. Koro Koro. It's just worse in every way, right? Yeah, it weighs more. It has a worse coefficient of drag, right? We'll just go with that then. We'll go with the Micro GT. Not too many complaints about that. Do that. Add carbon old. Oh, it's gonna make it look really trippy, isn't it? It looks kind of trippy. It looks kind of trippy as a result. I guess we'll take that. Looks a little silly, but it's fine. The wings look really silly on that, but it's fine. It's really lightweight, and the engine is just super overpowering on it, so it'll probably work out. The definition of winning: to reach the finish line before your opponent. Well, it depends on the definition. It depends on the goal. Are we going for victory or total destruction? These are the lighting. I thought this was like the mystery machine. Also, the wings look ridiculous on this. I don't think that's how they work at all. Oh, dude, just on the top like that? Oh, no. Oh, no. Now, the only interesting thing is that this is kind of kicking the ass of my, my Celica. Or my Celine. Because it's just so lightweight, these kind of builds, so I almost wonder if I should just go for like a really, really, really lightweight car instead of the Celine. The Celine seems like a classic though, but maybe that's the way to go now. Just reducing the weight as much as we can. Yeah, another easy dream of a race. Can't complain too much. I worked hard to get my engine up to speed here. So through here, I remember when this one used to be a really, really brutal race. I remember we raced, it wasn't Keisuke, it was the other brother, I think Shinsuke? I think that was his name, the one with like the pinkish kind of hair. And I really struggled against him here, I believe. Unless it was Keisuke. I think it was Keisuke for the story or some optional race, I think. Oh yeah, it was Keisuke because he had the mysterious tires or whatever that could steal. At least I think his name is Keisuke. In a little bit. So I forget these things, you know? But easy enough. Yeah, this thing gears up like a dream, man. Oh my goodness. And the top speed is not too different from my other thing as well. The only thing I'm not used to is the turning, but since my engine already accelerates so much, I can kind of just recover from any mistakes I make with the turning in general. Maybe not a super difficult race, but interesting regardless. I think I want to stick to my Celine, but that is a cool little switch up for sure. And we're done there. Another area cleared out. So that means that in South Yokohama, I only have one spot where I actually need to do UORs, right? Now there's a lot of UORs I can kind of do. I think that last one, so I gotta watch out for that, but still interesting regardless. Okay, I can put an FF here, so we'll just do my usual here and do this. Put on all the good stuff again. Oh, whoops. Do that. There we go. Less ground clearance for more stability. I believe that's how it works. Do this. Yeah, this one just weighs a lot more than the other ones I was doing, but it does feel nice after learning it, so maybe we'll keep it on. There we go. Speed up here. Give me that. Yep. Get down the weight of it a little bit. But we'll go for our 8.6 lev here, level it up a little bit more. Do this. Garabinold. What if I make it the white and black? Does it really look like the... Oh, that really looks like the initial D car now. That really looks like it. Why not? We'll live it, we'll live it. That's kind of fun. And let's get out of here. We're done here. We'll check very quickly on our progress for the UORs. Yeah, so we're wrapped up here. Only got Bay Lagoon, so let's head back to Bay Lagoon here. After that, we only have the drag races, which will... Yeah, we only have 2 drag races. And 1 highway race, so... Wow, actually pretty much wrapping it up. That's pretty cool. Let's see what we can tackle of the Bay Lagoon UORs, and then I'll probably have to do the drag races and the that one low power highway race off cam, but otherwise really close, man. Very, very cool feeling. Now sometimes there is something here at the body shop, but this might just be a regular body shop as well. Just curious for any scenes, just in case. Or any stuff I can buy as well. I think this one sells you stuff too. No, just for body modify. Okay, okay. No biggie. I don't really need to change a body to a chassis. I feel like you better change a chassis to a body, but otherwise it wouldn't really work out, right? Alright, let's see. Let's head out to... Well, it's Bay Lagoon Tower. I don't want to go there. Oops. Actually, that's the Bay Lagoon Tower. Oops. I really want to avoid doing the end if I can. Nanak? Wait, what? What? Yo, she sold me out? Shit, how show? First of all, I need to get some apologies out of the way. As you can see, I've kind of been involved with these suits for a while. What? Believe me, I didn't mean to deceive you at first. What? I'm a good girl, so I'll tell you the whole story. It totally absolves me of everything. In a hurry? I can skip it. What? Okay. Explain everything. Good, now sit there and listen. Wait, what am I just like? Fuck yeah, I'm in a hurry. Alright, the quick version. These WON-TEC guys blacked out. What? Alright, I was just curious. No, WON-TEC, right? They're totally awful people. The first time I met them was on the night of the Yokohama GP during the after party. My team was disbanded due to money trouble, so I introduced myself as a UOR organizer. The mustachioed guy gave me his business card and said he'd be happy to help me. I knew he had some ulterior motive, but I just wanted to be pampered, you know? So we went on a date. Bet you want to know how it went, huh? Not telling. Oh no. Anyways, they were really interested in seeing you enter unofficial races. They wanted me to urge you to win UORs till you reach the rank of Yokohama's fastest. That was a contract, I never questioned it. After all, what's so bad about racing? You're always so unenthusiastic about it, you need to live a little, cut loose. You might not know this, but every street racer in Yokohama totally loves you. The whole city whipped themselves to our friends and trying to keep up with you. That's why I've been forced to keep pushing UORs onto you. If you want to take back your life, you need to reach all new levels of speed. Old memories start to trickle in when you have reached those blazing speeds, right? That's what the suits said would happen anyway. Man, I really am sorry about the show. But look, I'll help you reach the rank of Yokohama's fastest and come back here. You can check if you've ranked up by visiting Ancient Bay. If you don't, I don't know what happened to me or your friends. I saw him get carried off at the Bay Lagoon Tower just past here. If you disappoint me, then I'll cry. That's enough. Don't even try to force your way in. Lose yourself in racing. You are hopeless to reach the realm that lies beyond speed. Sorry, but I've got no choice. They said until I reach the rank of... Oh wow, so am I gated by how many UORs I can actually need to do? Wow, interesting. Maybe I needed to do all of them eventually anyways? Okay, prohibited and allowed and 8 total, okay. Let's see. These are just the classics, so let's see what we can do here. Let's get started with my usual here. 1323 weight on this. Certainly I can do better with doing some of this. Let's see. Carbon old. Stir on. I can't stack these, right? I can't stack like an under panel. Oh, I can, but it doesn't really do anything for me, so won't do it. Maybe it does, but it just doesn't detect there. Let's stack all of the diets here. I can't believe it. I always do shoot betray me, huh? Do this. I'll get a diet here. And then maybe just for good luck, we'll add the... Alright, first of all, let's see Kenzo's sticker. There it is. Kenzo's prized possession. He made these in hope of one day becoming the leader of BLR. It is kind of a clean sticker, though. You gotta give it up for sure. Might want to put it on in tribute, but for now, we'll do the classic. Why not? We can afford to do so, so we'll spare that for now. Work on the engine a little bit. And let's go and try it. First off, turbos and superchargers are allowed. Let's go and do it. And I think I already have like 8 superchargers, so we can do the other one. Our headlamps light up Yokohama Sea Breeze, the Neo Seaside City. Ooh. These might be some of the toughest considering they're like right at the end of the game, so we'll see, but let's see. Maybe I do have to go to Arcane Bay or whatever it was called to check in, but I'm surprised I'm not considered. I need to see the ranking. Maybe it's on the I don't know, maybe it's like on the select screen or something. Maybe it's on the pause screen and I just haven't noticed. Or no, they probably just tell me. Interesting. I don't know if there's a hidden, like, title system in this game. Interesting. I still wasn't able to find her, like, on the previous night, so I wonder if she was, like, intentionally missing or something. I probably just didn't find her. Although this one's a classic, so... don't gonna stress too much here. Although I've never really taken this too well, too confidently, so... at the same time, it feels quite nice to, tackle this classic the way it's kind of intended, because I was always, like, bumping to the walls. They're just doing it really slowly. Or whatever. Very cool to tackle it. Kind of as dev intended, you know? Oops, there we go. Yeah, I said stable too, before I'd be going, like, back and forth across the road, and it'd be terrible, but now, dude, make it so pristine. Oops, I say as I bump to the wall. Whoa. Well, not too bad, though. Now, I wonder if the, other ones, the, no supercharger and the 8 superchargers will, give me trouble. Probably not, just because I can kind of overpower the engine regardless, but we'll see, we'll see. Now, this setup probably gets me automatically into the 8 turbocharger one, but we'll see. That one's deceptive, don't gotta take it super tight, but still wanna keep it a little tight there. So I bump the outside wall there. Okay, okay, easy, easy. There we go. I can't believe Nanako betrayed us. This could not be happening. Whatever. I don't really care. Go. I love that you skip it. She says, well, they're bad people and they suck. Let's see. Let's do... we could probably do this one, right? Yeah, I'm already set up here for this one. Let's do it. My car's exhaust plays a wonderful melody, cutting through the darkness of night. Easy. Yeah, once we do these, maybe wrap up. Maybe we'll look around and look for other spots that we can go. Oh, wait a minute. It might not be so easy. Hold on, hold on. Might not be so easy. Oh, it's that easy. It's that easy. Oops. Don't get too cocky. Hold up, hold up. Let's see, let's go gear for gear here. Seems effective enough. Whoa! Damn, took a terrible turn there. Let's just have the Makoto, bro. Wouldn't be surprised if that, like, specific wall had, like, a multiplier on it. Super slows you down or something. Would be rude, but fitting. Now, this guy took off out of nowhere up here, so he does have a crazy top speed. He's just getting limited by however much he gets to implement it. There we are, let's just not bump it to nothing. Final lap. There we go, overtake here. Decent lead. Barely saw him there. Means we're probably good unless he, like, really takes off like he did before. Oh, it's because he's probably got like a 5th gear. I just benefit from good acceleration, so it worked out there, but was almost troublesome there. That was almost troublesome though. And not too bad. That's all we got left is with no turbos and chargers. Okay. A little messier, but we can get around that a little bit. I think my leveled engine is still probably the best for that, so we'll do. I love how this kind of is like the bad news theme too. Oh my goodness. Nanako's kind of iconic though, I can't lie. Alright, it said no turbos here. Let's go here. Take off all this stuff. We don't need it. Just increase our stuff with other things that are not turbos or superchargers. Oh, finally. Oh yeah, finally better than simple tech. That's good, that's good. Do that. Let's see what else we can do. Oh, that's better. Yeah, yeah. Do that. Let's do a good muffler there. So it's interesting because you could still like add a lot of really good stuff here. Oh, the high cams. Yeah, let's go for the high cams actually. Yeah, yeah, let's do that. Forgot we can go for that now, yeah. It's been a while. There we go, that brings it up quite a bit. Ooh, like that, like that. Also brings up the max power, which we cannot complain about either. And there's gotta be something else we can throw in here. What can we throw in here? Not quite sure what that one does, but... Is there nothing better here? I don't stress too much about it, but it feels fitting to look at it pretty decently. This is probably the last UOR we'll see on here. Unless I want to do like a victory lap one and showcase the other ones on here. I cannot do like this, right? Yeah, that's not carbureted, it's not rotary. So we'll just do that. That should be fine, that should not be violating any rule there. So let's do this one. Yeah, yep. Here might be the last one we do because there's 3 more, but some of them are like the drag races, and 2 of them are the drag races, and one of them is like low power highway one, which just takes a long time. I might have to level like some specific engines, bodies, and chassis for those in particular. Which unfortunately I might need to do at this point. I mean, I've kind of gotten around that, but I think we're near the end. I might need to do it for that one now. Let's see though, let's see. Not gonna grant them a handicap, I figured they're big boys, they can handle it. Still feels alright. It feels a lot more normal. A lot more like a normal car than like some super like cracked formula car or whatever. Feels organic in that way. There we go. It's kind of neat because it's a lower speed, so it's a lot comfier. What's interesting is that looking back, this is probably like even faster than like the fastest races I was having at the beginning. Very trippy to look back at all that in retrospect. That is the kind of cool thing about the power scaling sort of effect in this game. Is that it just keeps getting more and more nutty and high stakes and whatnot. It is kind of cool in that regard. It makes the balancing a little bit tricky near the end, but I mean, a Square RPG with like tricky balancing near the end of it, I mean, it's kind of like complaining about calling the sky blue, you know? Or complaining about finding a fork in the kitchen, you know? It does tend to be a little par for the course that like sometimes these Square RPGs get a lot easier sooner than they get tougher. Not always the case, but tends to be the case a little bit. Like FFs and like other stuff like the Chrono Triggers a little bit and whatnot, but still cool though. And nice and roaring. Through lap with a little bit of pizzazz near the end. Took it a little too slow there, but whatever. Easy. Might even just go back and tackle the well, let's look around some other spots. I feel like y'all don't want to see me do the drag races. The drag races are really like dull. Well, it's about like building correctly, and then you like confirm your build. And I don't think I have the correct build. I've tried them like a few times recently. I feel like I might need to like pick up like some other stuff, namely like a good supercharger. I don't have a good supercharger yet. I feel like that's kind of what's costing me there. Oh, hold on, I didn't do the RR yet. Oops. I forgot that little detail, actually. I legit didn't see that. Okay, we can do that. Let's switch to, what was it? I forgot the name of it, but it was... Yeah, it was my Koro, right? And then the one RR chassis that I got here. Yep. It's a decently level for what it's worth, so it's not like it's too bad. There we go. Then, I wonder if there's better tires too. I haven't quite ran into that yet. Make it nice and stable. Let's add the good spec brakes, and then also let's add the diet, or I'm thinking this one, yeah. More stability, we can take away some of the weight here. Let's do this, just be look so silly. Let's add the lower the coefficient of drag, yeah. That'll be good enough for me. And then we'll do the diet. There we go. 10-10, not too bad. Yeah, that works because they want... Oh, hold on. One more thing we can do to make it a lot easier. Let's fix our engine. Forgot my engine was all messed up from the last one, so let's fix it. Let's see, let's do... And let's put all the usual customers here. Let's do, that's all good. I need it for very large turbos. Leave that. And for our Pegasus, double impact. Another supercharger, that works for me. Yeah, something like that. Like the max power went up as well, interesting. Oh, it's probably because of different chassis, whatnot. Interesting. So we get all built up here. Okay, here's the actual last UOR we might do. Forgot we had this one left. I guess we didn't have a good chassis? Or a good body, something like that. Well, let's do it, man. After this, let's look around a little bit for the hotspots. And then maybe we'll wrap up. In between, I'll try to do the drag races and the 2 drag races and the 1 low power engine highway one that we need still, just so we can say we did all the unofficial races. Just do why not. I think we can get it with this one. I think it'll be fine. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Oh, this turns terribly. No, it doesn't turn terribly. It just takes a while to get its turn going. Probably because it's RR, right? All the traction per se comes from the rear tires. Oh yeah, the turning comes in like really late here. It's like really late compared to the FF, yeah. But it does make the recovery after turns a lot better. It also just means I'm slipping and sliding a little bit more. Although that might just be because I'm used to having different parts on here. Not too bad. Dude, why am I skidding? Okay. I know just holding left or right too long will also make me skid and start drifting on the FF, but something about how it does it here is like really weird. Not terrible of a build though. Out of curiosity, I do wonder how this game kind of handles like a New Game Plus scenario per se. Because it's really fascinating. Yeah, it's really fascinating for all the different options it gives you. It's just that I guess you have to be really knowledgeable to like, well, your first run going through it is like figuring out like, you know, how the game works, right? And all its mechanics and whatnot. But then later on, it's like I wonder, like, revisiting, it's like, well, if you want to go for, like, a certain type of car or whatnot, I figure at that point, like, you just have to have, like, very intimate, like, game knowledge to, like, know where some of the best, engines, chassis, and bodies are as they become available or whatnot. Which I guess is kind of neat in its own way. You have, like, routing. Huh. Kind of ironic. You have routing in a racing RPG, it makes sense. It's not the type of routing you would normally think of, but still exists. Kinda neat, kinda neat. I'm just wondering, though, like, I think I got this engine from Freddy from the chicken races, so it's like if I wanted to have this build again, I would have to, like, tackle the chicken races as soon as possible. Which I found out a way to cheese that, so that's kind of cool. Bahama, what? I can make my car, like, some summon? That's crazy, that's crazy. Let's just build up my thing again. Let's do the 8.6 again, just to have it. I think I could switch to the... Yeah, I could switch to this. And for now, we'll go to the 8.6 here. Give it a few levels, just because why not, why not? Do this. Oops. Do carbon there we go. Why not, we'll throw that one on. Do this. Along with that. And then we can put all of our usual damaging stuff here. Oops. There we go. Set it up. I don't really know how much more we're gonna, like, do right now, so maybe this is all kind of a waste, but let's look around. Yeah, let's look around and look into a few, like, random encounters here. And I think we'll try to, like, wrap up. Let's visit all the... Oh, you know what? We could also go back to Hakone as well. I forgot. There's not necessarily UORs in Hakone. Oh, and the highway as well. There's not necessarily UORs in... I didn't even really explore North Yokohama too much, right? I kind of spent all my time here. Well, I guess I haven't been, like, doing too much tonight. It's a little bit shorter, but we'll see. I think next time we'll try to wrap up, like, all that needs to be wrapped up, and then we'll, like, tackle the end. I'm building this 8.6 because it's cool, but also because I feel like I need this body for the drag races, so... Although it's not saving me them, I don't know. We'll keep it for now, but that's cool, it's cool. So what happens now? Like, am I just not allowed? It's I have to go to the bay, so... Let's go to the bay in order to access the tower? I guess the tower's down there. I thought it was the one in the middle. Oops. Yeah, because they kind of eject me out there. Wait a minute, is Arcadia Bay not, like, down there, though? Okay, so if I go down here... They, like... Probably just for UORs, right? They'll probably tell me the exact same... Oh, yeah. They just stopped me only for the UORs. That's probably not the intended effect, right? I thought the bay was down there, but maybe I'm thinking some other place. I probably am. Let's see. Oh, let's go to Chinatown. This should not have races available, but... Let's see, they said they're retired. Show, it's our last race. Show them what you got. Wait a minute. They, like, took off there. Is that just for effect? This is just the, this is just the, yeah, just the UORs. I thought they retired. I guess they retired, like, the majority of the crew. I guess that's just there for you not being locked out of unofficial races. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Not gonna stress about that, though. Let's go over to... Oh, Ancient Bay. Interesting, I haven't been able to do anything here, right? I actually don't think I've done anything here, that's interesting. So they were just aiming for the very end, huh? Let me see. It's all grimy port. Doesn't surprise me that I'm seeing things. It's you. Of course it is. Everything's gone sepia-toned. What are you trying to show me? What's going on? Why are you smiling? It's gentleness. It's so unlike him. Remember, I was here. I've always been here, watching the seasons change. Time can flow backwards. Reality can be transcended. Believe in it can be done. Memories are the only evidence that we ever existed. What? Dude, we better like time travel? Don't let them lie to you. I'll be waiting. Bay Lagoon. Destruction began a decade ago. What? The city was changing. Things that weren't there one day would be there the next. I believed nothing was impossible. I knew it could be somebody, so I put it all on the line. I told myself I'd rise up with that island as it rose up from the sea. Bay Lagoon. All my dreams were on that island. I would like the real footage too, the IRL footage. Back then no one could beat me. I raced until I got sick of it, and then I raced some more. I kept racing until they called me the fastest there ever was. I was a true believer. I was obsessed. I felt like I never run out of asphalt. What was he trying to tell me? I've never seen that gentle look on his face before. Have I felt this before? I don't know anymore. I hear the voice again. This is the final level. Pure darkness. That's right. I'm... a gala moment. Or so I've been told. I wonder if that's like a title. They said to not come back until like I'm Yokohama's fastest or something, so I'm curious. And they said something about UORs as well, which is fascinating. And if I go here, this doesn't actually tell me like a title. Oh, there it is, gala moment. They said not to come back until like I'm like the fastest, right? I'm not quite sure if that's like good enough though. That might not be good enough. I wonder what that's all about. Huh. I think they said specifically do the UOR, so I don't know if that's like better than I need to be or something. Or worse. There's only 3 left, so... 3 left would be... yeah, this one... and this one, which that would take me to the highway. Then this would take me to North Yokohama. So maybe... I'll just leave it there. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave it there for tonight. And then next time we'll like really focus on just wrapping it up, because what I'll probably do is I'll probably... yeah, like I said, I'll probably do these off cam, just because this one, I don't know, it's not too bad, but it feels like it'd be really annoying. This one is really annoying. Just because you need a really weak engine, and I might need to scavenge around for one that's like weak but not too weak. I have some that are too weak, and I have a lot that are too strong for this one, so I don't know. That one I'll probably do off cam. You've already seen me on the highway enough. This is not too interesting, so I'll probably do that. And then we'll just see how it goes, I guess. Yeah. I guess leave it there for tonight. And then next time we'll like focus on beating it. We'll do it. We'll make it a long one if need be. But dude, this is cool, man. This is super cool. One thing I want to do is there anything here in South Yokohama that I want to look at before I kind of take off. I don't think there's anything else here, right? Now, there's this, which I thought was Bay Lagoon Tower, but it's not, right? It's a Marine Tower. Let's see, something bad always happens here. Good evening, sir. I thought you might be bored and perhaps you enjoyed collecting decals. I come to you with an offer. Oh, okay. The drivers John Truth and Forza Rush have some time to kill. Oh, what? I get battle the limo driver? Oh, you know what? This is too ludicrous. Why not? This is literally just for the decals, why not? Just like random encounters? Okay, fine, dude. They might have good parts too. They say it's for the decal, maybe they have like good parts too. Let's see, so he's got the Nightmare. Ew. It's really lightweight. So even though it's not too strong, the power rate ratio is like pretty insane on it, but a rate 6 should be able to do it. Oh, that's cool. That's like the boss battle theme. Oh, that's just one lap, huh? So you're taking it easy on me or sending me out to slaughter? Ooh. Let's see. I like I just praying that they have like time to kill it too. They probably shouldn't be racing me or whatnot, but like, you know. I guess it goes to their plan too. They had that scene where they're like, well, just let him run amok. Who cares? Let him do what he wants. There we go. Doesn't seem too bad. If it's just one lap, then I don't have to stress too much, but interesting. So, what do I get for this? So, it counts as a thing. Ooh. Good RP, really fast, and I just get their stuff, but the problem is that I don't really want it, right? I mean, I could take it if I really want to. It just calls British shit. I'm sure I can take it. I could take the rest stuff too, but it didn't have any particularly interesting items, so I don't really care about that. Is the limo driver like a super boss? I'm kind of scared all of a sudden. I'm deathly curious. Alright. Here we go. Now let's do Rush, man. Why not, why not? So down the UK, now let's go Italiano a little bit. The Scuderia 12. A lot more weight, but still a good power weight ratio. Ooh. That's probably like unique cars as well. They're probably not anywhere else. Haven't seen or heard of them anywhere else, so interesting, interesting. Gonna take a little bit more time getting off the line, just because he weighs a little bit more, but is he ever gonna catch up? That's the question. Maybe, maybe not. By the way, how do you get hired for this type of organization? You just race really, really good? I guess, man. I love how it's like a super evil pharmaceutical company. What, they still need to get people that like really good at racing to, you know, really bring up the aura of the company, you know? Easy, easy. Not too bad. It's not a bad race to like just grind over and over. It's a little tight, but not too bad at this point. This one's really, ooh, this one has slots too, interesting. 12 cylinder, 5,000. It's got a ridiculous amount of power, but I probably don't want it at this point. MR, very good MR. Nothing too crazy here though. Scuderia 12, I mean, it's a cool body. Forza Rush decal. I mean, it's a cool decal. Maybe we'll go back to the body later, who knows? It's a really cool car. I can't tell what exactly that's supposed to be. It's probably supposed to be Italian. Just to be on the nose about it, but cool, cool, cool. Now, why in the world am I racing the limo driver? Bro, he's gonna be in the limo, dude. He totally is, isn't he? I race bosses, dude. Fine, man. He's probably like the super boss, bro. What in the world is he race? Is it a limo? I was allowed to buy a limo at some point, so... A limousine, oh my goodness. The worst part is it has good power. Oh my god, dude. Does that affect like the hitbox of it, dude? How do you corner in that, dude? Ridiculous. Dude, what is that? This thing's gonna like sail away. Oh my goodness. Dude, how do you like overtake it, man? How does it take the corners and how do you like overtake it? Oh my goodness. Super long of a vehicle. I can feel it like bumping me, dude. Dude, why is he the toughest one out of all of them, dude? Dude, he's playing crazy limo out here, dude. Ridiculous with it. Oh my god. You guys paid way too little, man. There we are. Oops. He does want to catch up, but reach but never catch. Easy. What does he give me? Not as much RP, but hopefully something good. What? A V8 Diablo? What? No, WON-TEC. What? I mean, I'm just curious. It's a V8 Diablo as well. It's actually like Diablo tuned. I'm probably not keeping this, but I'm so deathly curious. I'm not. Well, the max power is crazy on it, but I'm not keeping that, bro. That's interesting. That's fun. Well, but whatever. Let's get out of here. You know, I might just keep that 8.6 as well. The 8.6 kind of feels quite nice if I leveled it a little bit. Maybe it'll do me some good, but otherwise, yeah, I think that's all I want to do for tonight. Next time I'll tackle all the hotspots that I want to tackle. I'm sure there's probably some crazy race we could do, like in Hakone, maybe in the highway. North Yokohama, I feel like it's kind of covered at this point, but I could still look around there a little bit. And next time we'll beat him, man. I'll try to provide ample time to tackle everything that I can. Especially because all I got these, and once I'm not doing the official races, I'm pretty much done with them. I'm so close. I don't really need to do all of them, I feel, but I'm so close that I figure I might as well, right? Just kind of bring it all to a close. Why not? Why not? Could be kind of cool, and they're fun anyway. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, I think I'll leave it there for tonight. Once again, thank you to everyone that pulled through. Thank you, Identity, and thank you as well to Ice Cold Tundra. Appreciate it. For a second, I think you're real, but that happened. Otherwise, yeah. Gonna be doing something else. Gonna be doing a new Castlevania on Thursday, and Crossroads on Sunday. But this one will be beating it next time. I'll try really, for sure, to try and beat this one, even if it ends up being like a really long one. We'll do our best to make that happen. And dude, gonna be in a very long journey pretty soon. Very bittersweet, dude. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be really cool, but at the same time, man, dude, it's just been so cool with everything I've done here that it's just a damn train and a half. Have to just keep running it, even for just a little bit longer. So hopefully y'all will join me for that one, and we'll go and tackle this one, dude. On Tuesday. But otherwise, yeah. Thank you so much for pulling through. Super thankful, super appreciative. Take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic one. See y'all later.